Did you know that former President Bill Clinton has a billion-dollar ranch that could leave anyone's jaw dropping? What will life be like for someone with so much power and wealth? Have you ever imagined having a property of such impressive dimensions that it could be compared to an empire? What would you do with so much money? But more than that, what does this ranch reveal about the lifestyle of the most powerful in the world? Get ready to discover the most unbelievable details of this farm and what's behind it. Hey guys, I'm Juninho Mello, and this is the channel Celebrity Farm, where we bring curiosities and details about the most incredible properties of celebrities. If you are not yet registered, sign up now and leave a like to help us grow. And to start things off, comment below. I'm going to work and earn a lot of money and one day be able to buy a farm like former President Bill Clinton. Let's show that you are committed to your goals and success. Now that you know that we're talking about an impressive ranch, let's start exploring what's behind this billion-dollar estate. Imagine a place where nature and opulence meet in an unusual way. We are talking about Bill Clinton's estate, which has become one of the greatest symbols of power and prestige in the United States. Located in the heart of New York State, Clinton's ranch is a true empire. With more than 10,000 hectares, the land is covered by dense forests, crystal clear lakes, and of course, an infrastructure to be envied. But what really makes this farm so special? What does she represent for a man who, after leaving the presidency, could retire to anywhere in the world? Clinton's ranch isn't just a place of recreation. It is a reflection of your lifestyle, your worldview, and your achievements. The first impression we have is that this is a place where privacy is taken seriously. Bill Clinton, after his presidency, was looking for a refuge away from the spotlight and the pressure of political life. Your farm is not just a resting place. It is, in a way, a testimony to his journey and the battles he faced throughout his life. Furthermore, it represents a symbol of status and achievement. How did he manage to accumulate such a fortune and at the same time maintain such an isolated and private space? This ranch, in addition to being one of the most stunning properties owned by a former president, carries a mystery surrounding its construction and purpose. How could someone who was once the leader of a nation choose a location so remote and far from public life? How does he use his property? How many other billionaires own farms as exclusive as this one? The most curious thing is that the history of this farm began well before Clinton's presidency. The property was acquired in the 1990s, and over time, it was transformed into a true luxury retreat and became one of the largest and most expensive ranches in the United States. Clinton knew what he was doing from the beginning. This is a place where he can relax, but also where he can reflect on the big questions that have dominated his political life. Shall we continue the journey and discover more details about this incredible ranch? After all, what can we learn about the life of a former president and his values through a simple property? How do the choices at this ranch reflect Clinton's life after leaving the presidency? Now let's delve a little deeper into the particularities of this billion-dollar ranch. Bill Clinton's estate is not just a status symbol, but a true masterpiece of rural architecture and a reflection of his life after the presidency. What can we learn about the former president from the details of this farm? In addition to the immense forests and vast lakes, the farm is equipped with an infrastructure that impresses even the most demanding. Clinton spared no effort to create a comfortable and sophisticated environment for her family and friends. There are several luxury residences, a horse riding center, imposing gardens, and even a large area for growing organic food. These details aren't just about comfort. They talk about a self-conscious lifestyle and a connection with nature, something that many millionaires strive for, but few achieve in such a grand way. In a country where billionaires tend to concentrate in urban areas or even private islands, Clinton opted for a place that mixes the rustic and the modern. He created a personal paradise away from the pressures of the world, but also designed to reflect his values and his story. Unlike other great millionaires, he is not looking for ostentation, but for a balance between a quiet life and memories of his political legacy. What makes this ranch so interesting is the issue of privacy. Although Clinton was a public figure for many years, after leaving the presidency, he chose to step away from active political life and seek refuge on his vast ranch. This is a crucial point to understand what he is looking for in this location. This place, away from the spotlight, offers Clinton the opportunity to live a quieter life, but also to reflect on the challenges and choices she made during her presidency. What the ranch really symbolizes is the search for balance. He wanted a place where, at the same time, he could be who he really is, away from political pressures, but without losing contact with nature and authenticity. It is important to note that, in his choice of a secluded place, Bill Clinton is not escaping from public life, but creating a space for his own growth and reflection. The ranch, therefore, is much more than a luxurious property. It is a reflection of Clinton's process of personal reinvention. Although Clinton purchased the ranch for its tranquility, the site also became a space for several projects. He not only uses it as a personal retreat, but also as a way to try out new ventures and explore his interests. With the vast acreage available, Clinton has invested in sustainable and environmentally friendly agricultural practices, such as growing organic food, something that reflects the growing environmental awareness he has demonstrated over the years. Additionally, the ranch serves as a setting for charitable projects and social impact initiatives. Clinton has been involved in various causes such as environmental conservation and uses her property to support such actions. The ranch became a point of connection between his political legacy and his personal and social interests. Life on Clinton's ranch is marked by a contrast. On one hand, we have the luxury and sophistication of a billionaire's farm, but on the other, we have the simplicity and tranquility of a refuge that seeks to connect with the land and nature. This contrast is a reflection of Clinton's own philosophy of life, a man who, despite holding one of the most powerful positions in the world, always had a pragmatic and humane view of his responsibilities. In a way, this ranch is a reflection of his political trajectory. The choice for a simple but impactful lifestyle has everything to do with his way of governing, always seeking a balance between sophistication and the basic needs of the people. The ranch can be seen as an extension of this philosophy. Clinton's decision to step away from political life and create such an exclusive retreat was not a random choice, but a reaction to the pressure and challenges he faced during his presidency. The pressure of leading the country, dealing with public scandals, and governing such a complex nation may have generated a strong desire for privacy and inner peace. Clinton's ranch offers much more than physical space. It represents an emotional and psychological escape. Often, people in positions of leadership and power, such as former presidents, seek this disconnection from the world to reconnect with themselves. For Clinton, this ranch isn't just property. It's a place where he can reflect, slow down, and find personal purpose again, away from the cameras and the constant public eye. But what does Clinton's ranch have to do with his political legacy? In many ways, it reflects some of the choices and values he implemented during his presidency. During his years in office, Clinton was known for being a pragmatist, someone who often sought middle ground and resolved conflicts in a balanced way. His ranch reflects this same philosophy of balance between luxury and simplicity, between comfort and self-awareness. Furthermore, Clinton's choice of a secluded refuge can also be seen as a reflection of a desire to rediscover her identity after her presidency ends. The ranch is a metaphor for what he sought to do after leaving office: reinvent himself and find his own path outside of politics without losing sight of his principles. In a way, the ranch symbolizes the search for serenity and balance that he always tried to maintain while he was at the center of power. This could also be interpreted as a rebirth for him, the opportunity to reflect on his legacy and shape a new life, away from the spotlight that once constantly surrounded him. Another important aspect to be explored is how Clinton has used his farm to promote sustainability and environmental awareness. He has always been a supporter of environmental policies, and his ranch has become an example of how agriculture and care for nature can be implemented efficiently. The ranch is not only a personal retreat, but also a place for sustainable agricultural practices such as organic food production. This side of the ranch is also an extension of Clinton's legacy, as he always sought to balance growth and development with preserving the environment. Clinton has been actively involved in several environmental causes, and her farm provides a space for these practices. Investing in sustainable and ecological agricultural projects within your property demonstrates your concern for future generations and the impact of your actions on the planet. The farm has also become a space where he can test new concepts related to sustainability and clean technologies. By using the property to grow pesticide-free food and adopt practices that respect nature, Clinton is showing how the rich and powerful can be responsible and conscious in their choices. He, in a way, tries to change the narrative that wealth and environmental preservation cannot coexist. It is also important to talk about the people who visit this ranch. Clinton has used her farm not only as a personal space, but also as a place for important meetings and conversations. It often hosts influential figures and even world leaders, creating a space where business and discussions about the future can take place away from the tensions of big cities and traditional circles of power. These meetings are not just about politics. They also include debates on global issues and social initiatives. Clinton, as a former president and now a figure of global influence, continues to use his ranch as a platform to shape the future of important issues such as peace, public health, and environmental issues. Now that we've explored Bill Clinton's Billionaire Ranch in detail, we can recap the most important points and answer the questions that arose during the video. What can we conclude about this farm and what it really represents? Firstly, we see that the ranch is not only a symbol of power and wealth, but also a reflection of the former president's search for balance and privacy. Clinton, after the pressure of leading a nation, found in this refuge a way to reconnect with himself, with nature, and with his deepest values. By choosing a secluded location far from public life, he created a space where he could reflect and continue his legacy in a more personal and peaceful way. Furthermore, Clinton's farm teaches us that wealth and power do not have to be synonymous with ostentation. Instead of opting for a luxurious urban palace, the former president preferred a simpler, but no less grand place that reflects his lifestyle and priorities. The ranch, with its immense area of land, forests, and lakes, mixes the serenity of rural life with the sophistication of a billionaire, creating a unique environment of harmony between luxury and nature. In relation to sustainability and environmental preservation, Clinton proved to be a defender of practices that respect the environment. His ranch is not only private property, but also a space for learning and applying responsible agricultural techniques, reflecting Clinton's commitment to the environmental cause. Finally, the ranch also plays an important role as a meeting place for discussions and social impact projects, showing that even outside of the presidency, he continues to positively influence the world around him. His investments in sustainable practices and the way he uses his farm to support his causes reinforce the idea that wealth and social responsibility can go hand in hand. Therefore, Bill Clinton's ranch is not just a luxurious physical space, but a representation of his values, his political trajectory, and his commitment to a better world. It's a place where he can reflect on his past, project his future, and at the same time continue to influence the world in meaningful ways. If you've made it this far, congratulations! You are a successful person who is in search of knowledge and growth. Now I want to invite you to continue this journey of discovery. Also watch videos about other celebrities and their incredible properties here on Celebrity Farm. If you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and of course comment below. I will achieve my goals, and one day I will have a farm as incredible as Bill Clinton's. This shows that you are committed to your success and achieving your dreams. Thanks for following along, and we'll see you in the next video.